Hi everybody, and this is a short presentation about copyright and fair use in our teaching. And we are going to discuss common scenarios. I just wanted to start with this image. This is an image from public domain. I always put the image credit as an art historian. I'm trained that way. And the image credit and information it doesn't matter whether the image you're using, in my opinion, that whether it is public domain or not, it's just best practice to give credit. And think of this image credit or any kind of citation that you have as sort of a protection for yourself as well as giving credit to the creator. It's sort of a disclaimer. I see it as a disclaimer. Like if there is any issues with this image, I didn't make it, or if this the source is some issues with it, it's not on me, it's on someone else. So think of it not as only giving credit when you're citing a work to some the creator, but also it's a protection for yourself and you as a user. It also sets best practices for your students. So let's consider the questions that we are actually discussing. In the three scenarios we have, we are going to discuss and basically explore whether the work is copyrighted or is it in public domain. If it is copyrighted, is it licensed, and what are the how can we use it if it is licensed, and also the permissions generally, how to use it, and what is the case. The first of these cases is the most interesting to me. It's scenario number one. It's about a YouTube video. The YouTube video is called Uptown Spa. It is copyrighted. It is copyrighted in 2018 by Boston Dynamics. I personally didn't like the video, and I don't know how I will use it, but let's go through the scenarios and put my personal feelings about the specific type of video aside. It is licensed as well as copyrighted. If when you look at the video, if you open it in YouTube and go under more information, you will find the license, and you can see the license here the license is to these, and SME is like some rights reserved, so you can use some of it and not others. But let's do some other search. I read, in the materials we had in this Moodle, I also read a couple of articles, and I looked at Creative Commons under YouTube videos. What can we do and what we cannot do? Remember that YouTube videos have this new setting that you can actually, YouTube allows you to do Creative Commons videos there. However, when you search, these are all the screenshots. Anything that doesn't have the credits are screenshots that I did from my own search. And it is fair use. We are using it in a critical way and in moods of commenting on the material we are doing. So when I did the search on Uptown Spa and YouTube and Creative Commons video search for YouTube Commons is not yet activated for so it doesn't support built-in videos. When you click on YouTube video and you search, nothing comes under Uptown Spa. And again, you can search for it and some other videos come, but not the particular video. So this brings us to the actual scenario. It is copyrighted, it is licensed. Can I use this video in my classes? If that's your question, you need to, for yourself, answer the four factors, answer the questions, and basically determine that whether you are allowed to use it. Is it fair use in your classes? Let's consider you want to use this in your class, for an assignment or as an example for students to make such videos, or as an example to do not make such videos. Not good, whichever way. The four factors of fair use are, you're going to talk about purpose and character of your use. It's educational and it's classes. The nature of the copyrighted work. It's very short and it mixes music with a funky robot, and the amount and substantiality of the portion taken. It's really a short video itself. because it is have some rights reserved, I would say do not manipulate this. I couldn't find anything under the licenses for this, but I know one of the licenses is BMG Rights Management, and they are actually going after, like, they are providing copyright, and they go after to reinforce copyright based on what I found on Wikipedia. So what I say is, the effect of the use upon potential market. Well, you're not using it in a commercial, commercially, and I don't think it will have any negative effect on the creators, especially the YouTube site that this have been shared on. Actually has advertisements, so the more user, probably it is beneficial for the actual creator, but that also comes under this. You have to give it a credit. My suggestion is to put a direct link to this YouTube if your video, if you actually want to use it. Again, my personal little bubble of comment is, why do you want to use this? But if you do want to use it, give that credit, give the direct link. Anything that brings the users in your classroom, your students, directly to where it was made. Basically, I would say, yeah, it is sort of fair use. Personally, I wouldn't use it. Doesn't add anything to my classes, but that was my analysis of that scenario. Now, the next scenario is a scholarly article. An instructor wants to attach a PDF of a scholarly article that I highlighted, I made it bold and in red, that is available in their institution library databases to their Canvas pages. Is this permitted? Yes, it is permitted. I frequently use JSTOR. I use ProQuest too, but I don't think our college uses ProQuest. And I frequently, as I said, give the actual direct link or PDF to the students. If you are in doubt with any article that you want to use that is supported by our library at CGCC, you can consult the librarian at our librarian who is in charge of digital databases and their use. But my general answer was yes, you may use any article, a scholarly article that is available in your institution and through library databases. Now, the image I'm using is from Creative Commons. It's licensed to. I'm allowed to use it and manipulate it, mix it, or adjust it if I'm giving credit to the creator, and it shouldn't be commercial. And I have to also say what adjustments I made. This image, I tilted it and I placed it there. That's again one of the things that I really liked about this module. So the third scenario, the book is the use of book. An instructor wants to assign students to read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. They have a digital copy that they upload that in their Canvas course. Is this permitted? Although Pride and Prejudice, 70 years has passed since the death of the author, there is still commercial use for Pride and Prejudice. Generally, if the actual book is available in your library, it is I lean more towards yes, but because it is a digital copy, for instance, a Kindle book or some kind of a PDF that you may yourself have, I would suggest you not to use that and send them to the library. There was a segment that in our module that made me think of this as a digital copy, that in a increasing use of digital material. Remember, the use of digital material that you have, you are actually paying for license to use that for yourself. So it may not be allowed to be distributed, although Pride and Prejudice itself is something that might be available in public domain. So consult the librarian and use it. What about the Pride and Prejudice and Zombies by Seth Grahame-Smith? The answer for that is the definite no. This is a more recent book, and if the library has it, students can borrow it from the library, whether in a Kindle format. Public libraries have it, so don't forget about the public libraries when you give resources to your students. However, there was a funny fact that I found about Pride and Prejudice Zombies by Sid Graham Smith, that 4 years ago, this article was from Guardian. The actual publisher sued Sid because he used some material that was remained in wasn't from public domain in order to adopt it. Obviously, that lawsuit didn't go anywhere, because parodies, use of other material in a creative way in order to critically comment on them or recreate things from them, is actually protected under fair use and copyright. So my answer to these two is, because it is a digital copy, I would say no to the first one, and or give a link to the actual digital copy that exists in a public domain. And my answer to the second part of this question is no. Okay, have a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you all in our next video chat.